Hello, everybody. My name is Dr. John Matthey,
And I'm Meg Spierta.
and today we are going to be doing a more of a walkthrough of how to find services um, when we're on break, when we're not on campus, when we're back home, and also what services you can use provided by the university and more specifically provided by the Student Counseling Center. So I'm going to start off with what you would do and how to find somebody in your area that is a therapist or a psychiatrist or anybody that works with mental health. So the number one tool that we use is Psychology Today, and you would type this into the search bar, just Psychology Today, and this screen would pop up, right? So it's very user friendly. It's very simple to use, which is very nice. Um, so there's this bar that says find a therapist, but also if you're looking for something else, such as psychiatrist, some kind of treatment center, even support groups, you can kind of specially locate those. So for example, let's do this. Let's find a therapist and let's just go with Slippery Rock, and it comes up by itself. So Slippery Rock, PA. And so then what happens is you get a bunch of people from, agencies to just individuals, all these different people that are within the area of Slippery Rock. And you can change the radius and things like that. So let's just, for example, use Slippery Rock Counseling Services to say that's something that you're interested in. So you click on it, and then a little blurb comes up about who they are, where they're located, their phone number, um, you know, the specialties that they work with, issues that they work with, the client focus. So, they're looking at elders, adult, adolescents, and teenagers. And they also have their treatment approaches. Some of the big things we always kind of like to broadcast to look for when looking for either a private setting or an agency is, what are the finances that are involved? So, for example, this place cost per session is 100 or $150. Now, if you see something that says sliding scale, that means you don't have to have insurance, and they will base the cost of the session upon your income that you make. So again, as a student, usually, what you make in a year is lower. It's going to be a totally different than these numbers we see here. But we also can look and see, do they accept insurances? If you're on your parents' insurance or you have your own insurance, and they do, and they take a variety of insurances. Um, and so many places do this. So you can find this on Psychology Today. Again, it's very easy. It can link you to their own website. Um, you can you can email them straight through this website. You can see it on the map of where it's located. So it's a really great tool. And again, it's very simple to use. So anywhere you are in the United States, you can type in the city, you can type in the name of your town, you can type in your zip code, and all these things are going to pop up to help us. So Meg's going to go over what we have to offer from the Student Counseling Center and from Slippery Rock.
So, just because the counseling center isn't open during break doesn't mean that there aren't resources. There are still some things that you can use through the counseling center to kind of help you manage through the break. So, first, you want to go to Slippery Rock's main web page, and then in the search bar, you can type in counseling center, and will be the first thing, the link that pops up. So click on that, and then you want to go to the services tab on the left side of the screen. And this has a list of the services we offer. So the first couple are what we offer during the semester. But then if you scroll down, you'll see a number of things. So first you have our YouTube channel, and there's the link for that. And that's where this video will be located. We also have a weekly blog. So that's something that has been updated every other week for the entirety of this semester. And so if you've been following along, you've seen those come out. But if you haven't, and you want to check that out over break, you can kind of go back and see everything that we have posted so far. We also have our Twitter and our Instagram, which will probably still be active over break as well. Just kind of getting out some information. We're doing counselor spotlights to introduce you to all the counselors from the counseling center, and we'll post some little tips on stress management and things like that. So keep an eye out for our Twitter and Instagram. And then finally, we have Therapy Assistance Online, TAO. And so you can click on that link through our website, and that'll take you to a page where you can actually register through your Slippery Rock email. So this is a service that Slippery Rock pays for, so that students can access for free. And it's basically just a bunch of online therapy modules. It doesn't take the place of seeing an actual therapist, but it's something that you can work through on your own. And this is great for during break. If you don't want to find another counselor necessarily, but you still want to be working on things on your own, you can click on any of these, and they have a whole walkthrough of how these work. And so there's different almost sessions that you can go through and go at your own pace, and they'll have exercises for you to try, some readings for you to do. So this is super helpful, especially like I said, over break. And then back to some of the resources in your area. Each county has a county crisis agency. Typically, those agencies are open 24/7, but there's usually a number that you can call, like a hotline. So that resource is really good for, you can contact them if you're feeling stressed, if you're feeling overwhelmed. It's connected to the National Suicide Hotline as well. So you are able to call that number anytime and to get some extra support. They're also pretty aware of the resources in your area. So if you have any questions about, what's located around you, what you can use, they're pretty knowledgeable about those things as well. So I wanted to mention that resource also.
And if there is any questions about services and things like that, we still have about 2 weeks left, and we, urge students, if they have questions finding a referral or any outside providers, or just questions, that you can schedule a consultation with us by easily calling the Student Counseling Center or emailing us, and you'll be linked up with one of us or any other therapist in here, and we can go through that together to help you find somebody. And if you have questions about insurance, or like what would be best for me, or what you're looking for, those are things that we can kind of guide you through to make sure that you're getting the best services that you can. So we'd like to thank you. And again, if there's any questions, please reach out to us and check out our YouTube page, check out our Twitter and our Instagram and our blog. And we hope that you have a wonderful day.